Scumbag.
We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the show starts now.
Get good.
Matt Shoemaker, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Now in the box, Jonathan Villar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Baltimore, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of the series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hernandez is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And now the starting line. This one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, Dero, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as.
Not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Man at first for him following the 1-out single. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Took you that long to get some food, son?
Fouled away.
Nah, I've been in the house. I've been chilling.
You see, you just got what?
I said I've been in the house for a minute. I just been chilling. Like I just.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The first baseman, Mark.
Digging in, Mark Trumbo. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is in high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. Into the box, number 21.
That nigga put that joint out the
park. On the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one.
All started with a fucking. He missed a fucking ball in the outfield.
And find a way to stay in this game.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He has a
great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
That's my bad.
First First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the
mound. It was yellow.
It's like
it wasn't
he's
too
fighting
bad.
his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing
yellow
a
was
lot
enough
of
to
balls
throw him
from
off the
early on in
base.
this game.
He threw a terrible
4
fucking.
runs here in this
I probably
half
held it too short.
2
I didn't
balls
held
and
it
2
too
strikes
long.
to count to Chance Cisco.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks
Well,
at that slider
looks
so
like
far.
you got some work to do.
They're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
The eighth inning is my fucking inning.
Chance Cisco goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Hernandez there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Orioles are on top 4-0. John Means, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
So stepping in, Jonathan Davis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, number 49.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slow ground.
He's gone.
Trumbo has it. Take it to the bag himself.
I think
and
I
the
did.
leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7th hole.
I think
He's
it
the
was.
team
I think
leader
I got
and
it,
runs
yeah.
batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs.
Oh my
Whether
God.
the runner's at first base or he's at 2nd or 3rd, it just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The third baseman.
So digging in now, Vladimir
This nigga
Guerrero
need to hit
Jr.
this fucking
and he's
home run.
definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. It's into the corner, a foul ball.
Late.
Right. Bases
I was
are
right
empty
on the
here with 2 men out.
motherfucking money. I wanted to hold back on that. Jesus.
Battlefield 5 is 2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Is that your own bag?
Battlefield
Tried
5,
to
I
get
got
out front, but
it.
it's a ball 1 and 2.
It's good.
Well, that's a pitch right
VR
there. You
mode. It's
gotta
weird,
just
but it's
lay off.
good.
There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting
I
down in
think
the
that's
zone,
what I need to
And
play.
we'll have to leave it there as this is
Call
strike
of Duty's
3.
not
And
it
that
anymore. I think I really need. I just needed. I need
in now
Battlefield
for
to just
the
go back
O's,
to modern.
John Means.
Leading off for Baltimore.
Here comes the first
The pitcher.
pitch.
You said you needed Battlefield to do
And
what?
he gets ahead here with the
Go
fastball,
back
strike
modern.
1.
Go back modern.
Go back to modern times.
Oh yeah.
Nice guns, not the old guns and stuff.
I'm hip.
It'll be
A ball and
good.
a strike to the Orioles.
It's weird though. Shotgun's OP on the BR mode though. Remember this one time, I was getting used to knowing like if someone's outside your house running around and shit. I just held the shotgun at the door, son. As soon as he came in, as soon as he opened the door, dropped this little shit. Dead. All them pellets hit his ass.
Ready with the 2-2 pitch.
I was like,
Fastball
damn.
swung on and missed for the
He
first
was
out.
sick.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment.
So you go down, and when you go down, you can shoot the person that was killing you if you can hurry up and line it up before he finishes you.
Every day on a consistent basis, that's going to separate this guy from superstar.
So I had to walk out the house and then go around the house because he thinking I was still in the house, and then peek the corner and then shoot his ass. You don't get to like peek on yourself. You got to get close to the corner, and then you aim down sights, and it peeks over for you, kind of like Battlefield 4. You can't do it by yourself. It sucks. It's hard as shit to find. It's hard as shit to find the little armor plates, and your armor gets crushed quick. I guess that's just compliments to how real the game is. But your armor would get fucked up quick, my nigga. Couple shots, done.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired.
All right, come on. Got the fourth batter. Come on, my nigga.
Now at the plate, number 13.
Come on.
And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
It's not too bad. 92.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. Santander is there, and he has it for the out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over the first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
2 is cool. I had it.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
No. Why did I go for that?
Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Where was that going? That was going up in the zone, huh?
Here's Randall Gritchick, who did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time.
This nigga got fucking 70-something power, but it don't seem like it. He don't be smacking the ball like how he's supposed to. He get contact, but he don't be crushing that shit.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
That was about right.
A 27-year-old.
I heard that Horizon jump was tough
in
too.
the 2009 MLB draft.
What?
Yeah, he has turned
The
himself
girl,
into a
Horizon
really
Zero
nice
Dawn.
ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
It was like that. Did this show come out for free? I feel like it did. Gotta check my cart. Mass Effect.
And a half-hearted swing there.
Monster Hunter is a good game. That joint is tough. You just gotta put a lot of work into it.
It's a grindy game. I like
It's a
grindy
game. It's so, like, if you ever seen the gameplay when you gotta kill all them monsters and everything, but you be having to fight them like 6 times or more to get all the parts you need. And it be take, like, if you're underpowered, it can take you like an hour to beat that nigga. That's what be going. Like, you gotta have some strong people on you. You can fight that man for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes just to kill one monster. Chasing that nigga all around the map.
Yeah, I like grindy games. Like what you call it?
Like what?
Anthem was supposed to be, I mean, he still is, but it just got repetitive quick.
Yeah, I would say Monster Hunter is a good solution to Anthem for us anyway. Anthem didn't have too much content with it, but Monster Hunter definitely has a lot of content without having to buy too much DLC, if any at all. They just dropped a big expansion for it.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. So striding in, Matt Shoemaker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Super deluxe edition. Jesus
bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Up next is Danny Jansen. His guys still looking at a 0.
Why don't they have a bundle with the season pass? That's absolutely ridiculous.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mancini has it in his tracks. And that retires the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're at the plate, number 21. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The center fielder, number 21.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Chance Cisco. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1, 2, 3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Ruiz, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And it's fouled away. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Oh, tries to force it into second, and it's too late. Throw won't get him. At the plate, John Means comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but when you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%, this team batting has a pretty good idea what his game
start working, boy.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Cisco at second. Ruiz is over at first with 1 away. There's 1. On to Smoke, but it's too late as he'll get just the 1.
He's a speedster.
The batter, number 1.
Striding forward now, number 1, and their runners at the corners now. Pops this one up. Gurriel is there to make the catch. It's a run on 2. Stepping in, Jonathan Davis back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He was called safe.
We'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Standing in, number 8. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left.
I think I put that down a little bit too much.
Mancini will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Under that ball. Big time.
Now the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays so far.
Pressure rain is cold zone, too.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Guerrero can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitch. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored back in the first.
Just go back to how I was
Shoemaker
doing it.
will take it himself for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first base.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
This is your last inning, bro.
Line to the right side, and Trumbo will reach. He's got a base
Look,
hit.
son, if he was on the base, son, that is out.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible.
If he get on that base, that's fucking out.
Opposite field for a base hit.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me. Boy, Dero, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco.
They want this nigga so bad. I don't even understand why.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
He doesn't even hit
there
all
on
that
0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. A pause and the 0-2. Hit hard down the right field line. But foul.
He's doing something.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Orioles strand a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
Nothing, man. All right, man. 2 errors.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Matt. In between
Who's
innings,
that?
I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays
Reunion?
to discuss his thoughts on his
Yes,
team's
sir.
lineup.
Y'all back on Rocket
And he
League?
told me overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together.
I followed it 6 a.m.
Guy on base yet,
So I ain't gonna lie. Once I finish eating that food, that
But he
put
said
me
the
straight to
Dodgers
sleep.
have just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can.
That shit was not no.
That may be a tough task, but they feel the little adjustments
Hey, they said
turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
they said the Fortnite update supposed to be coming out at 4 a.m.
Swinging
So
strike,
all the
and
little
now
kids
it's
not
0-2.
playing. I wonder what else.
Hey, bruh. I never believed that Fortnite was addicting, but after that blackout event, nobody playing it. That shit, that's serious.
And a drive hit well out to right field. Santander looks up.
Gone.
Little kids breaking their TVs, cussing at their mom and stuff. Like what?
Thank you. He hit his first home run. He's a banger. Like what the fuck?
First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
I ain't even square that up. I don't feel like I did.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one.
I didn't even.
Year,
it didn't feel like I
many
squared
more
that one up.
sure to follow.
Now batting.
Here's
First
Justin
baseman.
Smoke now.
Justin.
No balls and one strike. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first.
You getting on, Hero?
Oh yeah, I'm on.
All right.
Just waiting for y'all.
Let me see this shit. All right. Sorry.